Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, Part 2. And now it's time to go fetch the map. But first, a detour.
Who do we ask for help when we don't know where to go?
Don't, please.
Don't ask for help or don't bring up the reference.
Just don't bring up the reference.
Did we just kill one of those things?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's time to get into the whole thing about Shantae. In the series, it's a staple to do is collectathon, hence why it's considered a Metroidvania game. So there's dark magic all over the world. There's 20 in all. The gamepad will tell you because of the description on the bottom of it, but you can't see it, obviously. But yeah, so there's stuff to collect like dark magic, heart squids, and then obviously there's ways where you can actually upgrade your hair so that it actually whips, so that actually you can attack more efficiently.
Yep.
So there is but of course it requires money. So you have to, but I do know a good spot where you can actually grind for money, so you can just max everything out.
That's a really big egg.
She's like a bird watch, I think, right?
Yeah.
She tends to birds.
Yep. Well, her name is Sky, so.
And this guy's an idiot. He thinks that the library card, which has Sky's face on it, is Shantae.
It's Shantae.
All right. This is more of a classic level. This has been in the previous two games as well.
Yeah, I think this section has been in every Shantae game.
But
so why do we have to fight black mages here?
The other Final Fantasy character missed all these, so we got to do cleanup.
But the difference between this game and the other games, it's a lot more condensed. Thank you. I mean, you know, Metroidvania games are supposed to be nice and big, but it doesn't need to be too big and inconvenient.
So wait, what do these heart squids actually do?
So they're kind of like heart pieces from Zelda. Collect 4 of them, and then you can extend your health.
Oh, okay.
In the previous Shantae games, I believe, you only had to collect one. It was basically like a heart container, and basically when you got one, your health would level up. But now it's been divided into 4 different heart squids.
Oh, okay. So there's more of them then.
Yeah, there's more to collect, basically.
Yeah, I forgot how many are there in total. But I think you can have up to 10 pieces of health.
Does that mean this game's more difficult than previous Shantae games?
Yeah, it kind of does. Well, I mean, the most you probably get out of it is like damage scaling. Like because like later enemies will deal like a lot of damage to you. So if you only have 2 pieces of health right now and you go into those later levels, you can easily get one-shotted by a lot of enemies.
But if you were speedrunning the game, then you take that risk.
Well, if you're speedrunning, you'd never get hit or you'd reset.
That too.
Basically.
That too, yeah.
So yeah, there's more damage scaling, and yeah, some enemies are more you have to be a little more careful.
Damn, dude, you just like hit that guy so hard you turn into a skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always been a staple of the Shantae series. When you kill enemies, they usually just burst into bones for no reason.
Yeah, like some enemies that just have some really violent reactions, especially for like a lighthearted game such as this.
Yeah, they have Mortal Kombat. They have Mortal Kombat reactions where you attack them and they just burst into bones.
Burst into bones
With 3 different rib cages and 4 different skulls.
There's
like
a certain enemy.
Yeah, like a regular person.
There's a certain skeleton enemy that has like this most dramatic death animation you've ever fucking seen. It's actually pretty funny.
Is it the skeleton committing Sudoku?
No, you'll see when we get to it, but it's pretty funny.
And yes, I said Sudoku.
And then actually later on, there's a weapon that you get, and if you throw it against these guys, it actually seems so fitting.
Wait, this guy's name is Bolo?
Yeah. He's not the brightest person around.
He kind of looks like he kind of has like
Flesh
he almost has a face of Krillin.
Yeah, this is getting kind of weird now.
Well, it's simple.
Okay.
It's all simple. All you do is peel off the skin off of a person, wrap it around until you make a ball, and there you go. You sell them as flesh pops. Simple. You're making this a lot more harder than it needs to be.
Well, there's various items in this game that there's different items in this game. They have different effects, and with like classic weapons coming from earlier games, but there's also some new stuff like different.
Quick
different
question:
types of
Why
foods.
does that guy look way shorter in his portrait?
Reasons.
Because on the distance it looked tall, but when you close up, it's like, oh wait.
So this is breaking the fourth wall right now.
Sort of, yeah.
Actually, what's his son? I'm not remembering his name right now.
Squid Baron.
Squid Baron. Yeah, so there's Ammo Baron, there's Squid Baron.
So this guy's Squid Baron.
Yeah,
He doesn't look
Yep.
very threatening.
he's really not.
He's an interesting guy, and you know what? I really like the animation of the waterfall in the back.
Yeah, it looks nice. Again,
There's your
WayForward is known for good sprite work, so
there's your flesh pops.
you got to collect
Yep.
3 of these things, right?
Yeah,
Do you need to collect 3 of those things to progress?
Yes.
yeah. The Apollo needs them in order to get away from those zombie kids. And even though that's impossible,
What?
zombies breeding.
Hey,
No,
zombies
it's
can breed if
not.
they
It's just
want to.
kids who turn into zombies.
Could be that too. I mean, zombies still have genitals.
Are you sure?
Okay, well, assuming they weren't singed off when they died or something.
Nah, but like the body is not really alive, so to speak. So I don't think like
True, but they died, but then they came back alive, so now they're undead.
yes, yeah, but like the cells I don't think are alive, or else they wouldn't be rotting.
Nonsense.
So I don't think you could procreate like that. So
That's what sperm banks are for.
no,
Come on, you're
no,
making
but
this-
then
you're
the
making
eggs
this a
aren't
lot
alive either.
Come on, you're making this a lot harder than it needs to be.
And here we go, the flesh pops. And you can actually eat those too. They give you health.
So Shantae is a cannibal?
We don't even know what type of flesh is it. Is it like animal flesh?
I would
human
assume
flesh?
it's human flesh considering zombies want it.
And he still hasn't gone.
And he still hasn't left yet.
Anyway, he also had the key in his mouth somehow. But now we can enter the palace. One thing I do like about this game is that, like, as you progress through the game, there's like even like all the different places that you visit. A lot of them actually still have a purpose even after you left them. And that's one thing I really love about this game. Like they're reusing previous assets instead of this you just been here and now you just left. Do you guys get what I mean?
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of typical of a Metroidvania, isn't it?
I haven't really seen a game that's done that before.
Well, like you're
Or
talking.
if I'm not being clear about
Like,
that.
are you talking about like backtracking and stuff like that?
Not like backtracking, but like, or maybe more reference like the Shantae series specifically, because like you revisit certain places like towns and stuff like that, because that's pretty that's usually like the typical thing. But like almost everywhere has some kind of purpose, even after you visited them, and they're not necessarily villages or anything. Like you'll see when you
Wait, why is that
go with it.
globe glowing?
Yeah, I realized I just forgot that. That's exactly the reason I came here. The map.
Wait, that's the map you need?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind that. Okay, I thought you were talking about the globe for a second. I'm like, that's a globe, not a map.
It's inside the globe.
Why
Don't mind
exactly?
me. I don't know. Don't mind
Wait,
me,
was that
gentlemen.
hole there before?
Which
It
hole?
isn't now.
That hole in the wall.
Well, if it wasn't there before, it's there now. And that's all you need to know.
And that's another. And so now we have to backtrack back to Scuttletown. But later on you get different upgrades that actually makes backtracking a lot more faster, more convenient. So don't like. That's another thing to. That's again like this. This is why I like this game so much. Like it just as you progress through the game, you just get stronger, more mobile, and it just makes backtracking either more fun for you or just faster.
I see. So basically, the more experience you gain in the game, the better it basically becomes for you to deal with the game's mechanics and such.
Pretty much.
Like even if you have to backtrack, it's not as painful.
Exactly.
Okay. By the way, one thing I actually had to I want to ask, bringing up mobility and stuff. Does Shantae still have the backdash feature that she had from Risky's Revenge?
Backdash. Oh, that's the yeah. You just stand. You just back away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does, but you have to buy it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it was natural to her in Shantae's Risky Revenge. Because
remember when she transitioned from the original to Risky, she forgot her dance moves.
True, but I think that's not a dance move. That's just sliding.
Sliding can be dances, you know.
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, you know what I mean. Like I think that was because I made use of that ability all the time to speed up because sometimes it's faster than walking.
So it's like Alucard's backdash.
Yeah, essentially.
I'll warn you right now, it's nerfed.
Oh, god damn it.
Again, like Alucard's backdash.
Why can't I have nice things?
Trust me, you get stuff later on that just doesn't matter anymore. Like right now, I have to deal with all this shit because I'm Shantae in her basic form. But
So are you pretty much Samus without the power beam without the long beam at this point?
Think about it that way. It's just that in this case, Shantae doesn't even have her magic powers anymore because of like the last game, because what happened in the last game. So
she lost her magic powers at the end of the last game.
Yeah, so she's bare bones.
She's basically a human at this point.
The only thing she can really do is use her hair, which is surprisingly lethal.
So is this a secret power that people with long hair have?
Yeah. It's one of those hidden powers that not everybody knows about, except Shantae. And if you give her back the library card, she'll actually give you money.
For being a good Samaritan?
Pretty much. She gives you 100 monies.
For returning something that originally belonged to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Shantae technically destroyed her last library card by nibbling on it.
So then why does she give Shantae money, you know?
For being a good Samaritan for once.
Well, that and Shantae's probably broke.
So these are the various things you can buy. And I just bought some shampoo. And there's the backdash you were asking about, Lundy.
You gotta pay $100 just to learn the backdash. Now you gotta pay $100 to actually use the backdash.
Actually, the one I just took for cover is a lot more useful. You know those moments where you get hit by an enemy in mid-air and you're pretty much fucked because you can't recover in any way?
Yeah.
Well, recover pretty much fixes that because you just press the A button and you get right back up while in mid-air.
Okay.
So I love I love it for that. Thank you. Fuck knockback.
Melt the squids?
Yes, we were literally melting the squids. Yeah, great. Behold. Megaton Hammer! And like that, I have an extra heart piece.
Well, that was rather morbid in a cartoonish way.
The squids died. Those squids are smiling. They knew their purpose.
They were born just to die.
All the kids from Splatoon would hate this game. That's usually their cue, Solani.
Huh?
The kids from Splatoon. How would they feel about the squids?
I think they'd be smart enough to not get captured that easily, and even if so, they'd probably just turn into their squid form and slip right out of your hands anyway, so...
Alright, so now this is when the game decides to start taking off. And the story kind of takes a bit of a backseat, so...
The game decides to get funky.
So can you switch characters?
Nope.
Oh, okay, so you just Shantae the entire time.
Yeah, Risky pretty much got demoted from primary antagonist to supporting character.
To supporting lackey.
What's with the bandana?
Well, she's a pirate.
She's a pirate now, right? Well, technically, she went inside. She went below decks and started rummaging through risky stuff.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I actually like this design of Shantae with the bandana more than her other design.
Yeah. Sadly, doesn't show up on her actual sprite.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but.
Oh, you're no fun. Ready to go. In
What does that mean?
in the next parts.
No, seriously, what does "ret to go" even mean?
I think she's trying to start her own slang, but it's not catching on.